All right, go ahead and begin to get comfortable. Begin to bring your awareness into the present moment, resting assured that you made a choice to be here, that you made a choice to continue on with this program. And just go ahead and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Ooh, I'm getting nervous. It's a different guide coming through today. I think it's Abraham, the one that Esther channels. I got nervous. Because that's like my idol. Okay,
yeah.
Let me breathe.
Yeah, sure.
Because they started saying that it is good for us to come together. I was like, wait, that's what Abraham always says. So, okay.
Relax, chill. No pressure.
Thank you. It is Abraham. Oh my God, I'm getting so nervous, Louise. They want to amp up the energy around your husband. And if no one else pops on, Louise, I'll just send the recording just to you. And I'll just write to everyone that one person came on, so it was a private.
Okay.
Oh, this is so exciting, though. It is good of you to come together and deliberately co-create with us today. We are very much pleased and happy and most delight in watching you progress along your journey. As we've seen and watched your vibrations open up, your vortex is becoming more of where you reside in. Do you hear us when we say that?
Yes.
And the more that we would invite you to do a basking of, let us find the word, a basking of allowing, basking in how good it feels to just allow beautiful opportunities to arise before you, how good it feels for names. You're very much allowing those names to you. Do you hear that?
Yes.
It is a conscious choice that you've been making for quite some time now, quite powerfully amped up in the last 2 months, for you to remain connected, be in your vortex, remain connected to source. And how good does that feel? We'd like to help you go on a rampage to connect to us more strongly.
well, I definitely feel the change in my vibration and in my energy and in my mood overall, and my ability to change my vibration consciously.
Let's start with something a little bit more tangible. Because the more that you can, have you heard the phrase milk it?
Yes.
The more that you can get, okay. Ooh. Kelly was getting ready to sneeze there. So you've done a lot of, we're not sure which analogy you're most familiar with, but have you heard the analogy of, paddling upstream?
Yeah.
So you kind of had to slow down paddling upstream and then take your oars out and then allow the river to take you downstream. You're very much in the downstream state. So from that whole process, what that looked like is sometimes you have to admit how you feel, aka be a little specific, just to admit how you feel, release the vibration so it can be felt and released. And then by taking your oars out of the boat when you're paddling upstream, you go from specific to general. This, blah, blah, blah details. He did this, he did that, da, da, da. And then, well, you know what? I didn't like how he acted. It was a bother. It wasn't the funnest thing. General. And then you go neutral, and that's okay because that's how he's acting. This is how I am. Other things are okay. You pivot and think of other things. I love my children. I love the offers on my gym. I love yada, yada. You go general. You're already in the vortex now. So your boat is downstream. You can put the oars in there by speaking specifically about it. Is all of this making sense to you?
Yes, it does.
If you don't mind, can you repeat back to us what you heard?
As I heard it, it's like I released my resistance and going upstream. And not only that, I actually pulled up my oars and I'm now allowing much more, and I'm going with the stream and the flow.
So from there, we would like to point out that this is always an ever-evolving process. Step 1 through step 5, it's a cycle. If you ever hit a step 5 moment again, it's just a simple matter of what clarity is that giving you. Do you want to continue staying downstream, but paddle a little bit more on the left side so you veer a little to the right? Makes sense?
Yeah.
Paddle a little to the right so you go left, so you can enjoy the left side of the bank of the river?
Yeah.
So from there, you're in the vortex, you're in alignment. You put your oars in by speaking specifically about it. And we think for you, the easiest way to start would be talk about how does your body feel? Like my body feels so, we'll start it a little bit. Because you start general and then specific. Well, my body just feels so much more relaxed than it used to. I love the free feeling in my shoulders and my neck and just like the weight that's been lifted. My body feels so good. Take it over from there if you're ready.
Well, a lot of things feel really good now. Time with my children feels really good. Time with myself.
Well, okay. So it's a new skill you're learning here, okay?
Yeah.
But it's very much in the higher vibe state. Yeah. So it's okay. And we're, oh shit, Louise, this is just too exciting for, okay. Let me get them back. So it's very much a new skill that you're learning. And we want to break it down piece by piece for you so that as you go forward in your spiritual business, you'll go live in that high flying disc, that synchronistic flow. And you'll be able to transfer your energy to the other person. Does that make sense?
Yes, I want that.
So it's right now you've learned to tend your vortex so that you feel good. Part of the reason why a lot of people like to work with Kelly, and they're starting to get used to Bobby's energy a little bit, is that she vibrates out so people can choose to allow her point of vibration to add to theirs, mix with theirs. They can choose to allow it to help them feel happier. It's their choice. They add in the vibration and they feel it on their own. That's very much the overarching big view picture of what this is going to allow you to do. Instead of pulling a card and just giving them the information, it's going to be the information and the vibrational shift that the people are going to be craving who come to you. Because you're very much a, if you want, way shower, teacher, spiritual leader, guide, whatever word you want to put to it, you're very much going to help people awaken to their emotions so that they can then begin the journey of law of attraction, deliberate co-creation, all of that. It's that awakening to them journey. Some of them are going to be dense in their energy. Understand?
Yeah.
So some of them will need to be in your energy presence for the vibrations to loosen. Have you ever heard of anyone say, I hear Abraham Hicks, I hear Esther Hicks, I know she's speaking English, but I don't understand any of it. All I know is that I feel a little bit better afterwards.
Yeah.
That's what's going on with those people. And it's very much the more that we think you get where we're going with this now. So from there, that's the big picture. That's how it's going to help your spiritual business and all that juicy good stuff. My body. So to break it down to your body, my body, like, my knees. How has your body been feeling lately? Just walk us through it from like head to, well, just a little bit. We'll see how far we need to go. It might be head to toes.
Okay. Do I have anything in my throat?
That's Kelly. She's getting used to, she's done a huge ask to allow us in stronger so she doesn't switch from channel mode to her mode. She wants to be in channel more of the time. So that's her energy loosening up to allow us in more.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, from my head and down, in my head I feel really good, just relaxed most of the time and enjoying my time. And I really like the feeling in
my forehead. I used to get headaches and now it feels so relaxed. I wake up and I feel a clear mind. I feel my temples. I've been sleeping so much better lately. The more sleep that I've been getting, I've noticed my skin is even appearing more fresh and rejuvenated.
That's exactly what I feel and have noticed, actually.
Louise, sorry. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay.
I'm so happy for you. Yay.
Thank you, Louise.
I can really, I can feel it for you. It's,
Thanks for thank you. And okay. Dad, Abraham I like this energy. Okay. Oh, is that one of your children? Hello.
Yeah. You can just say hello really quick. That's baby Ida. She cannot sleep.
Hi, Ida. Aww. How are you?
Du går gå. Du vill inte gå in till basket. Jag ser det så. Kan du det? Jag vill inte gå för henne på det där. Ja. Och så här. Dra den med sig. Ready? Är det inget kvar?
She's adorable, Louise.
Yes, she is.
Beyond adorable. You tell me whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Just give me 1 minute and I will put her. So I'm back, sorry.
No worries. So we'd love to continue with that process with you. It's the breaking it down. You've done a beautiful job becoming aware of how to how to become aware of the lower vibrational feelings and kind of identify them, admit them, and then release them. So now we're just helping you identify the good vibrations. So tell us, like the forehead relaxation, the feeling behind the temple of your eyes, you just, feel more refreshed. Go ahead and speak a little bit more about it, and we'll chime in when needed.
Yeah. I actually feel like my skin is getting softer and smoother and more young looking, and
So milk it. The feel of my skin, I don't know what's going on, but it's just getting softer, and it feels so good against my skin. This is very similar to remember the rampage we did with you a while ago? My room is safe.
Yeah.
I love my room. It's the same thing that we're doing now, just at a higher vibrational level. So milk it, my skin, like it's so soft and it's just so much more relaxed here in my eyes. And I love my softer appearance that I have and the glow of my skin. Okay, keep going.
Okay. And I love my jawline and my neck. And my arms are getting stronger and firmer, and I enjoy that I actually not wear a bra anymore as much, and I feel more free in my body.
Talk to us a little bit more about your jawline and your neck. We think there's more that we can milk out of that one.
Okay. I love that my jawline is firm and that I don't have saggy skin around.
I feel so strong. I feel so firm. I feel so put together. I love that my outer appearance really reflects how put together I am. Talk to us more about your neck and jawline.
Okay. And I love my smooth skin on my neck and my jawline, and that my neck is getting more and more relaxed. I used to have issues actually with my neck, and it's like it's disappearing, and I am more and more relaxed and in my shoulders.
Tell us just a little bit about the issues in your neck.
Yeah, it once in a while it got stuck so that I could not move my head without pain.
So this is where we do the milk it. Like, my neck, it just used to be so stuck, and now I can Oh, it feels so good to let my neck roll around, feeling the freedom of my neck. It feels so good to move it around. And what I really love most about the newfound movement in my body and my neck area is that it only represents how much more in alignment I am. It represents all that resistance I've released, all that work I've been going through. Just as you go to the gym and you help people see how strong you are, see how much firmer your shoulders are, see how much more weight you're lifting, see all this work I've been putting in the last 2-3 months of resistance and working with Kelly and the guides and spirit. It's been paying off. I notice the resistance released from my neck and it feels good. And the free feeling that I feel in my neck is just a huge indicator of my alignment. Do you see where we're going with this?
Yes.
Because the alignment, and then you amp it up. This is where we're talking about going from general feeling of your body, because then you're going to hit a point where you're like, yeah, I have far less resistance. I mean, and not only that, but I'm more in alignment. I've been enjoying the time with my kids more. Now you can go to the other things. I've enjoyed the time with my kids more. Just this time, like when my daughter came up, I gave her a hug and embraced her and invited her into the moment to share in the moment. That felt so good to just have a loving, caring moment. It felt so good to allow Kelly to have her moment and celebrate with her. Just as you didn't demand and expect out of her 100% professionalism, recognizing that it's all part of the journey. Do you see how you're in that flow yourself?
Yeah.
It feels so good to be so much more loving to myself. And all these sensations and feelings in my body are just one big indicator that my emotional guidance system is becoming stronger, that my ability to tap into my inner being, my inner spirit guide, my inner knowing, my connection to source is only growing stronger. I love how strong I am. I'm so strong in my physical body, and now I'm getting stronger in my connection to source. I love the flow I've been having in my life. I love the ease that's been there. And I flat out just love the enjoyment of it all. So we'd love to go here. Do you see the process we walked you through?
Yeah.
So from there, now that your energy is a bit higher, now we want to pivot to an area that isn't quite as high so that we can raise the vibrations on that. So go ahead and talk to us about your husband.
Okay. I actually think that I am beginning to open up to him again more and more. Just being aware that or just recognizing that I have been closed and distant from him. I can feel that since we talked about it, and I am beginning to open up and pay attention to when I'm closed and how I can open up more and more.
So what I love most about all this emotional strength training, spiritual growth and strength training that I've been doing is the awareness that I've learned. That right there, Louise, is knowledge. That's number one on the vibration list. I love this awareness that's so apparent to me now. I love the empowerment, number one on the list, that this awareness and knowledge is giving me. This sense of confidence is alignment in source. So I love that. I love the overarching lesson of awareness that I've learned and I'm beginning to master. And that just as I love my face and my body, just as I love that I can sell my gym, just as I love knowing that I can move, just as I love knowing that it's about getting in alignment and then taking action, and then the offers come in and then I turn some down, others I repel, more are coming in. Oh, my body's been feeling like so much better, just so much free flowing and good. And wow, it's even trickling into another area of my life. I'm becoming more aware of my interactions with my husband, how I feel about him, what I love about this awareness. There might be parts of you that may not enjoy every thought, every emotion you have towards him or perceived from him. But do you see how you can love that awareness of the emotions?
Yeah.
Because that awareness of the emotions then gives you the empowerment to exercise your choice, to change how you view it, change how you feel about it, change how you vibrate so that you can become the dominant point of attraction. It's not about you're the leader in masculine or anything of that. It's just about I live a joyous life. Okay, hold on. We don't want to get too far ahead. Let's go back to the rampage with you. My body's been feeling more free, and I'm like, wow, as I opened up and allowed my career to flourish a little more, my business to flourish a little more, put myself out there in new ways, getting product to help people more in new ways, getting offers on a gym to sell, then my body is now feeling better. Something that I've been working so hard my whole life. Now it's just a simple matter of allowing it to feel better. This is great. And now my husband, that's even getting better. I love that I'm allowing myself to feel these emotions. So take it from there.
Okay. And I love that. I love all the things that I have been releasing, because it makes me feel free, and it makes me feel like
I love the lessons my husband is teaching me, even unaware. I love how much I'm learning from this man. Keep going. We'll just chime in when needed.
Yeah. And I love that he often is a mirror to me, showing me what I need to know, and he shows me what I need to be aware of sometimes.
I love that even in his unaware state, sometimes aware, mostly unaware, he may or may not choose to open up more. Even when he's unaware, my awareness and my inner being is just plucking everything for me to continue to grow. I love my growth and my expansion. And this beautiful being in front of me it so easily provides some of my next lessons. I love the spiritual growth that this being provides to my life. So now, if you don't mind, we'd like to, your vibrations raised on that, can we pivot to the day-to-day interactions with him now? Because we think we could release more resistance there and amp it up more for you to enjoy it even more. You have a strong, how do we word this? We want to help you rest assured that even as good as you've been feeling, it's going to get even better.
Yay.
Just day to day, your interactions with him, and feel free to talk about the annoying things he does or the things that might piss you. Start anywhere, trusting and knowing that we're going to help you pluck them and teach you for future use.
Okay. I actually love that he accepts me, and that has helped me a lot in my spiritual growth, because I was really scared at first to tell him about this side of me, and he just, I almost cried when I had to tell him, because it was so important for me, for him to accept me the way that I am, because it's something that I cannot stop this growth, and it's just a part of me evolving and in the journey of becoming authentic, and he was accepting it, and he actually just told me that, well, I know that. And we just had this talk that, okay, I just need for you to know how important this is for me, because it's a matter of time, and people, your friends and our family, will start asking questions about what am I doing, and am I getting weird, or what is it that yeah, this spiritual thing that I'm doing and my little rituals that I love and gives me joy. And he was just, well, I accept it, and I accept that it's distant to him, so I don't try and put it on him. But he occasionally, I tell him a little, and I actually think that he enjoys it, and it gives him some faith and trust in our future together. And I love that part um, with him, that we accept each other.
I love that in our own ways, in our own strengths, in our own ability to manifest, in our own, just in our differences, that we've still been able to come together and continue to help each other grow. And I love that something that he's just not fully aware of, the beautiful, hold on. He's not fully aware of, he's still open to it. And that I did make a good choice. I love that this beautiful example with him only highlights to me that I make good choices. I made a good choice to marry him. Okay. They're saying talk about that a little bit more.
Okay. I know I made a good choice marrying him, because the work that I do right now and the ambition that I have and our shared ambition to move to Spain, I can picture our future where we enjoy each other more than we do right now, playing games together and taking walks together.
I love this stark, how do we say it? Not stark contrast, this highlighted example of the trust with my inner being and the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. I thought that selling this gym was just a sell the gym, everything would fall in place. But my inner being knew better. The part of me that is always connected to source, the part of me that just knows what to do. Okay, the part of me that's human wants to now allow in the experience of moving to Spain, wants to allow in the experience of this beautiful school, neighborhood, community for her children, wants to experience growing a business and selling it. All right, let's get her ready. This has been a beautiful process for me of sometimes when you want something, you get it right away. And sometimes when you want something, you have these epiphanies along the way. And then there's side rivers and streams that you sometimes paddle on to enjoy more time with the kids. That gets you ready for selling the gym. Sometimes you paddle on this side stream and enjoy your husband more to get ready for the gym. Sometimes you paddle on this stream and learn how to sell product, because do you see how getting ready to sell that product is getting you ready to do the spiritual business, which is what you really wanted all along? There was just that little bit of, that vibrational contrast.
Yeah.
Your inner being is always guiding you, Louise. Talk to us about how good that feels.
Okay. It feels really good that I connect deeper and deeper with spirit and with source and with my inner being.
Okay, we want to tweak the words a little bit. So what we liked about that was that I connect, it's a deliberate choice that you make. The human side of you is making to connect to your inner being and your spiritual side. I love that I'm now allowing the inherent connection that is always there to be more, forthright, more forthcoming, more present.
Yes.
Makes sense?
Yeah. And I love that I give myself time to do nothing and to meditate or to take a nap whenever I feel drained, and that I am
I love that I love that I'm allowing this connection. I love that I'm allowing my inner being, that I'm allowing my emotional guidance system, my inner being to guide me more. I love that my inner being, it knows when my body is tired. I love my ego brain, the part of me that can get things done, and the part of me that just wants to get things done. And I love that my inner being knows the ultimate goal and sometimes know that hey, it's time to nap. I love that my inner being, I love that. I love that my inner being is what's guiding my life more and more. I love this trust that my human brain has built in my emotional guidance system. I love that my inner being is just always guiding me to what I need next to get there. And I love the trust that sometimes it's a nap. Sometimes it's a phone call with Kelly. Sometimes it's checking out this other person that Kelly brought on board. Sometimes it's one-on-one to group. Sometimes it's a hug with my child. I love that my inner being always knows my ultimate goal, and it's now more aware and present to me that it is always guiding me to the end goal. And I am now ready more than ever before to be along the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready, of the next step, and just enjoy it more thoroughly more than ever before. Because we now see in your vortex that you are now just ready for the trust that finances and all of that's taken care of, and you're just ready to fully enjoy. And with that, we're very happy with your vibrational shift in this session so far. We would just like to open this up to you if you have any general questions, thoughts, comments.
I just feel really good, and I trust more and more that my inner being that I will allow my inner being more and more to connect more and more, and to hear and feel and see my inner guidance more and more along the way, because I have this outer world with my teammates in my ASEA business, and they keep talking about work and not struggle, but you have to work for it and you have to keep pushing and blah blah blah. And I really love that I now trust that no, it's not about the struggle, it's not about the work, it's about allowing the process, it's about listening inward and taking this action whenever I feel inspired and whenever I feel like this excites me and it scares me a little at the same time. And I'm really excited about where this will take me.
We kind of want to highlight that a little bit, break it down a little bit for you there. The excitement is very much, as of right now, us reading your vortex, is you listening to your inner being. The little bit of fear that sometimes come up, just know that is, it is a little resistance. And all that is, it's an old vibrational thought pattern that helped the old you that's coming up with, hey, that's not the way we do it. That's not the way we do it. The more that, okay, does that make enough sense so far?
Yeah.
Would you repeat back to us what you heard?
That whenever I feel a little scared or fear, that's old stuff just popping up, like it's not necessary for it to be there. It's resistance.
Okay. It's resistance for the new goal going forwards. But what's now a fear for the new goal going forward, and what's now resistance, it very much served you for an old goal, an old manifestation that you had. So the more that you can shine light on, the more that you can actually love that fear, show compassion for the fear, the more that you can, oh, there's that, look at that fear. Okay, I love you, fear. I know that you served me at some old point of time, and now we're going this way. Makes sense?
Yes, it does.
It's always a cycle of step 1 through step 5, step 1 through step 5. What I'm now ready to allow and experience this into my life, journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. You've seen all the side pivots you sometimes take to get there. And it's knowing that the fear is very much just a younger part of yourself that's growing and maturing into a new one, and you're feeling it release from you. And how beautiful is that?
Yeah.
Look at this old vibration that I had that helped me with a previous goal of manifestation. The new me may not be able to understand how that fear helped me in the past, and that's okay. I love that this resistance is coming up as it's showing me that it's being released for new vibrations to come forward for this new goal. And I'm going to thoroughly enjoy the process of seeing this resistance poof as new vibrations pop in. If this is what it feels like doing it the first time, oh, how's it going to feel doing it the second, the third, and the fourth, and then the 10th? How's it going to feel when I can lift that, 100 pounds? See where we're going there?
Yes, I do.
What else? What other questions might you have for us?
If I should do one thing to, what's that called? For more self-love, what should I do? Because I feel like that the more I love myself and the more I nourish myself and the higher goals I can achieve and the higher vibration and the more I can, shine my light towards others.
Well, we very much encourage you to let what we've taught you today sink in. You may choose to re-listen to this because it's very much an opening to the art of allowing. And the more that you can be gentle with yourself for the process of, okay, I'm now lifting 2 pounds with my connection to my inner being. Okay, I'm now, my forehead, it feels so relaxed and my skin, it's so soft. The more that you can take the time to do that, it's the same thing as taking the time to lift the weights. It's a steady, consistent practice of Bobby has, great exercises to do. The meditation is very good because that's what just releases resistance. And if you could just take the time, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, we'll highlight a quick example for you. Your old, we'll call her your teammate, Diana. You remember her?
Yeah.
She simply started allowing herself to, while she was washing her hair, this feels so good. And she would just massage her head out and just really get into the, this feels good. And my shoulders. She allowed herself to do that about 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5 times a week. That released enough resistance that she's double, tripled her income. It doesn't take much time, but the more that you can be consistent in the practice of, I'm making this cup of coffee for myself. Making this cup of coffee for myself. Like, I love the feeling of a warm cup in my hands. I love that I'm taking time to make this cup. If you can just do that for that 1 or 2 minutes, that will show you the love. The more that you're already doing enough. Do you hear us?
Yeah.
It's more about how willing are you? How willing are you to? It's going to come out a little weird, but how willing are you to? Kelly's laughing at the words that we're using right now. How willing are you to be ready to allow yourself to become aware of how loving you already are to yourself? That cup of coffee. I made this cup of coffee or this tea. I stepped outside a minute before my kids got here because this minute, I'm just enjoying the smell and the warm cup. This shower I'm taking, massaging my head out. I do take good care of myself. I do. And I could tell, I know I'm taking care of myself because the relaxation in my forehead and my temples and all the sleep I've been getting. And this 1 minute of enjoying my massage. Make enough sense?
Yeah.
So the other aspect of that is when those resistance does come up, when you get a little frustrated at your husband or a little irritated or whatever it is you might be feeling that's lower vibe, oh, that's my inner being letting me know that I'm disconnected from source right now. Even when I'm mad, my inner being is guiding me to, hey, you're not connected to source. All right, thank you, fear. Thank you, disappointment. Thank you, frustration, for letting me know that it's time to care for myself. My inner being is guiding me when I'm in alignment and feeling good, and even when I'm not. Hey, here's what to do. Make enough sense of the difference between the two?
Yeah.
And then, of course, there are some times where it's what we were describing about sometimes when resistance comes up, it was something helping a previous goal of yours. So the more that you can, in terms of the big next step, the next big, like if you're working out with someone and you give them, here's a new machine to try. The previous two we gave you is stuff that you're already doing, just become more aware of it. The third one is that it's the new machine we're giving you. It's the, ooh, thank you for coming. Like you, I love you for serving a previous goal of mine. I don't know what freaking goal it was of mine that you were helping, but I know that you helped me somehow. So thank you. I love you. And what we're now choosing to feel, what we're now choosing to move forward and towards is this. The more that you can love old parts of you that helped get an old goal. How do we work? The better, the more encompassing your love will be for you for all angles.
Yeah, I get it.
George is quipping in now. He's like, how'd you like that little analogy?
Very much, indeed.
He's like, that was me coming in.
Yay.
Oh, he's kind of saying, I'm really proud of you for your gym. I'm really proud of you for the list, and keep going with the selling of it. He's like, it is going to sell. It is going to sell. It is going to sell. And you're going to be very delighted and quite enjoyed when you did it. And I want to add in, I want to piggyback off of Abraham over there. And I want to add in that you're getting ready to be getting ready. It's all part of the process so that you can be in peak enjoyment when it does sell. So that it's knowing that when the move does happen, even though the human side of you is like, well, I want it to happen here, it's going to be at just the right time for you. Are you ready to see that and hear that and allow that feeling into your body?
Yes.
My gym is going to sell, and it's not going to take too much longer. It's not going to take, we don't even want to put words out there for you, not like time frames out there, but it's about knowing. Here, let us give you an example that we think you might like. Kelly works with 2 people one-on-one per month. Sometimes she's, who is the person going to be? She's in alignment. Other times she's like, oh crap, I overspent. Where's that person? Fear, fear, fear. But she's like, well, they didn't come today. She's like, oh, I'm out of alignment. Okay, silly me. Hold on, let me think how to tell this story for you. Oh, there you go. It's about when people reach out to her and she's like, maybe they're it. When she's out of alignment, it kind of repels them a bit. She gets back in alignment and says, well, that's okay. Everything is always working out for me. Because what happened there, those people may have signed up with her had she been in more alignment when they messaged her. But for whatever reason, she wasn't there in that alignment at that time, and she kind of repelled them. She got a new person who just signed on. And when Kelly mentioned her price, the lady said, okay, is that per month? Kelly just kind of, wow, no, but thank you for letting me know that you think I'm worth that. Do you see how she could have made the money, had the next person she could have helped her grow, helped them grow from about 3 people before that one came along? But you see how that one provided her the most growth and expansion than any of those 3 would have?
Yeah.
She had to tough it up for maybe an extra week and allow herself to feel a little bit of fear and still know that everything's working out so that she could still manifest. And of course, learn the lesson of budgeting her money even more and better, which she learned that even more. And then she got this beautiful client. Is that per month? Even though you may not make sense,
Yeah.
your gym is going to sell and it's going to be at just the perfect time for you because we're aligning people to where you want to go right now so that when you arrive, more of the people will be high vibing. That's simply what's going on behind the scenes right now. It's always step one. Step two, we align things. You have a certain way and feeling that you want when you get there. Let us align it for you. Because as you've had to waken up and go on the side, children, husband, selling my business, getting my product out there, getting used to, hey, you can purchase these additional things. We're having to awaken up other people too to really get that community. He's like doing this as high vibing as possible. So are you ready to relax into the complete and full process and ready to allow it all, and you get to see the unfoldment of it with full trust that it is coming to you?
I'm so ready.
He's like he's like, yay, now he's like, now we all together get to fully enjoy how this is gonna sell.
Oh, I love George.
George is giving you a fist bump.
Yay.
He's funny.